Jody here for Talks with a Therapist. A lot of my professional work has centered around trauma and how to support individuals in healing from it. Today I want to talk about collective trauma. Collective trauma is essentially a large group of people experiencing a traumatic event at the same time. So you might think of 9/11 or an environmental disaster like a tsunami. In the United States, we had experienced a collective trauma of coronavirus, and now we're experiencing the more current collective trauma of police brutality and the subsequent riots and systematic racism. These current issues bring to light the collective trauma that the Black community has been experiencing in the United States for decades, but recently it's been felt heavier by the Black community and by the rest of the United States in general. People are waking up and letting themselves face the trauma that is occurring because people's voices are getting louder about it. Of course, there are still people who are trying to project or ignore or deny or blame in order to not have to face the collective trauma that the United States is experiencing. And that's kind of their way of coping with this, which is not a healthy coping mechanism. So how do we face the things that are going on and cope with it and handle it both healthily and effectively? I've made a big advocacy point in my work lately about self-care. And self-care in this situation may seem really counterintuitive. I am not somebody that's being marginalized or oppressed because of my race. There's so many people that need to be focused on. There's so many problems bigger than my own and myself that are going on. Why am I focusing on self-care? So when I say self-care, I don't mean that you have to calm down. Compartmentalizing, pausing, not thinking about the things that are going on, that doesn't mean forgetting about it. That doesn't mean lessening your rage. Your rage is justified. Your rage is necessary. Your rage needs to happen. But self-care means take advantage of the privilege that you have to compartmentalize. Take advantage of the privilege that you have to slow your body down, to slow your brain down enough that you can refocus. You don't have to feel guilty about focusing on yourself. Make sure that you're eating, make sure that you're sleeping, make sure that you're doing things to focus on things that are not related to the collective trauma that you're experiencing, because you need to let your brain and body slow down enough that you can re-energize and have the energy that you need to fight. Something big has to happen for change to happen. So feel the pain of systematic racism in America, feel the pain of police brutality, feel the pain of people crying in the streets, feel the pain of neighborhoods being destroyed, feel the pain of the losses that have come from coronavirus. Feel all the pain because the pain is necessary and you need to be empathetic and you need to feel it. But you need to be empathetic to yourself too and feel your own pain.